Welcome back, everybody. How are you guys doing today? I'm in Shine Light 7. Welcome. This is a 21 plus reading, raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. I don't know what the messages will be before the messages come out. So please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions, questions, comments can be left in the comment section below. This is a general plus a collective reading. It will resonate with every single one of you. And if it does not resonate, please check out some of the other videos in the playlist. Along with, before you go, make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit a bell notification along with the thumbs up so you don't miss the next time I upload. If you're interested in getting your own message, 25 for 25 is in the description below. If you're interested in donating to the channel, donations are also available. If you're interested in becoming a member, memberships are also available while we are here. If you're interested in hyping us up, hype us up then. Super chats are available as well while we are live. Questions and answers also available as well. If you're interested in that, and if you don't mind, hit that heart button and hold it. It helps the algorithm of the YouTube. And without further ado, let's get into this message. I got the moon, chaos, earth, peace, luck, and starting point of the journey is here. Clout hungry, phrase and influence, inner child wounding, choice, following the rabbit, and feeling blocked and restraint. Authentic, fair and transparent, chalk it up, spy versus spy. So something they gotta chalk up. That was the last thing I heard. Chalk it up. This is repent of your sins here. So somebody's in an imprisonment here when it comes to redesign with envy. So that's envy with the green. Somebody with a straight weirdo, a Pegasus, divine power, a protagonist, a shapeshifter. This is a monkey shapeshifting here. Something about unparalleled triumph of life over death, phoenix, and then the supernatural with fairies, tricksters, fates, and ancient elemental energy. Some kind of deities are here too. Fairies, pixies, brownies, elves, banshees, nymphos. Somebody could be a gay man that's flamboyant too. When it comes to a fairy, he's a fairy. Switch to straight talk. Mistakes prove you are trying. So he threw out all his dirty magazines and now he's bringing them back in the house. So they didn't get rid of it. The devil got worse. Something is more potent here still. Demons. The demons are demanding something here. What up, people? The demons are demanding something. Upheaval, downfall. Something is a choice. They're choosing to do it. They choose to follow the rabbit down the hole. To block something. They chose 3. There could be a third party involved. Multiple third parties. This somebody could get inebriated with each other with the red eyes. Yeah, whatever this is demonic. Yeah, this is something they had to chalk up to. That should chalk up when it comes to their imprisonment, when it comes to their upheaval. Oh, there's your thrills. But before your thrills, they was dreaming, daydreaming in their head, in the cloud, in the delusion, hope, and dreams. But the evil eye come in here too, though. So when it came to this person's envy, that was a repent, return to sender, because it backfires here too. Somebody still sitting and spying on you. Somebody still got black dark energy here. Still in ill intent. Still kill and destroy. A wolf in sheep's clothing, doing all the right things and still feeling and still not feel well. That's toxic. Something is toxic. Something is inner child. It's inner wounds, inner something that's far deeper than you. Especially when it comes to a sex fix. 8 of Cups, crossing in chaos when it comes to daydreaming and thrills and continuous cycles of bad choices, decisions, and addictions. 11:22 is when I started the message. Somebody, King of Wands, on drop the mic on the mic, slams the door. Somebody cheated on the test. 5 of Swords. That's the test. And it's a failed test because they cheated with the can's answers on the can. But that don't mean that the answers are right. So this was influenced by friends when the divine intervention steps in too at the bottom of the deck over some chaos, so toxic, chaotic energy here. Love your shadow. You too grounded. It's too intense for you. Ancestor says it's a bit of a boundary set here. I'm scratching my head. Service in the animal world, but they told us the animal atonement was going to come in when it came to ancient elements of fairies, deities. So these deities can inherently are not demons, but can be. They can be. They're not inherently demons, but these fairies can be. Like, you thinking like the fairy tale ones, like Wendy and Peter Pan's chicks. But we got some, but with the Pegasus that come in here. So like when I say deities in this manner, I'm looking at the Pegasus is how the Pegasus was brought into the, how was it created? It was created out of a so I want to say it was produced out of Medusa's neck when Perseus, a Greek mythologist, cut her neck, cut her head off. That's how the Pegasus was produced. With a Poseidon, I think. I might be going too far in Greek mythology, y'all. With the chaos. So that's the where the chaos is coming in. Okay, click. They're taking me far back. God dang. Family and security. So for this person to feel secure, they divine timing. They was trying to secure some family somewhere else. Compromise and made a change. Sean Kamapper and made a change. So the thrill, the bad choice, that was a bad choice. When divine intervention said that was a total toxic connection. With love already here, we're following a rabbit. No romance without no finance. Dating and meeting someone new, and a higher proposal when it comes to a single parent. With a hookup. So they hooked up with somebody that they was fated to meet with when it came to following the rabbit down the rabbit hole, because they had to take me through there, take me through there, yeah, take me through there, take me through there. And then when it came to in it, I'm talking about in it. If you want this, you got to spin it. We ain't gonna talk about it. Won't. Okay, so somebody, I don't even know what y'all got going right now. Mind reading. Somebody thought they could read your mind. when it came to a Pegasus too. So something that was dangerous, but they played playfully in a dangerous situation. They played a lot here. Divine said, yeah, they played a lot with hooking up, one night stands, chaotic day, daydreaming and thinking of others. Wolf in sheep's clothing here. 771 is on the table now. 0700. 610 is on the table. Spending the day. Compromising and making changes when it came to upheavals, disasters, and downfalls, and important connections that they thought was connections. It could be people drinking buddies. Somebody that could possibly be an alcoholic. Is caution in here though. Whatever this is. Some childishly doing something which made for sinister abilities here. And even more unsettling when it came to the thrills and the choices that they made with hookups and one night stands and things they did for clout. That's what the nature of this is with the spirit here. Of lust, destruction, the demon of lust, shaman of reflection, and now they reflecting on something here when it comes to the Phoenix Sun, the demons, and then the thrills, and then the evil eye return to sender. You can do it is here. Hello, how are you guys doing today? Thank you for joining me. The fairies, the authenticity is here with the golden light. And then God, dear God, if I were a star, I'd like to be a very bright one. Not only are you a star here, you admire here with inspiration, divine inspiration with the Pegasus here. And then the fairies are here with a trickster energy too. So they could be in a demon. They say inherently they are not demons, but they can be. So just because you've come to through the Phoenix in this situation or circumstance with freedom, inspiration, divine and divine power here, and triumphs of death, and where somebody tried to put a literal death to your life with a backfire here. Ready, sweat, go. This was a sweating moment because the inferno was high here, especially when it came to an important connection and some kind of spiritual awakening to a truth. Then they got text messages in reverse, unsent, and messages you could have received or you couldn't have received them. They could have deleted them. Divine in connection was blocked. Yeah, it was blocked. That transmission was blocked. Okay, when it came to stealing a soul here, they thought they could steal your soul by sex or tantric sex, or even by mind control or mind manipulation here with the with you coming toward the spotlight here with the Pegasus here. That's coming to a spotlight. Divine intervention said over demons, over the devil. Something that's privately done in a private relationship. They're leveling you up behind the scenes here. Despite dangerous powers here. Something also behaves playfully and charmingly here. And sometimes childishly. Which is made for a sinister ability here. Even unsettling with the demons here. Yeah, that's kicked to the curb. Especially when you call them out, see them for who they are, could be dangerous. Could be dangerous. Somebody wants redemption here too. Oh God. Let's see. Reflections of the shamans. The hunter of paths is here. And then the dancer of promises. Something is about empty promises, empty words. They could say one thing while they drunk, under the influence, and a wolf in sheep's clothing take it back the next. Compromise, divine timing, and family. Clout. Something was done for clout. Ancestors said that's why we drew a line in the sand. We're ancestors here. We got friends influence frenemies, ops. They failed the test when it came to that. Now, in this situation, they shapeshift with shapeshifters here. When it came to the fairies, um, they continuously did a cycle here, and now they need rescue. Almost like with the King of Wands here, and the king and the Knight of Wands here. They didn't secure something right. Okay, when it comes to the Ten of Swords, the deception that they would receive here, something, because this is tattooed. Eight of Cups is here too. When it comes to a spy, somebody they should have kept their eye on, but they threw that away. It's trashed here. You could have trashed this person, but they didn't see something, a dark force coming in. When it comes to the black ink, significant, might be significant. Black henna might be significant. Um, but whatever this is was juggled when it came to our options, because 8 cups and 2 of Pentacles will give me 10. 10 or whatever it is here that was, it could have been a backstab, a betrayal, or deception. 6 of Swords here says there was a shallow victory. Yeah, they thought they passed with a passport here. Yeah, they passed it through. Even though they could have been smuggling, they went undetected here with smugglers. This is a scam here. Yeah, that's the truth. Sun comes out, raises up with the sunflowers. Magician, a lot of spell work. That's what it. That's how it went undetected with spell work. Magician. Now you see me, now you don't. Energy. Scissors, cut away something. Tuck away something. Paint a picture that ain't a picture. Repiece a puzzle together that don't go together. But we're going to make it to go together because this is a 3D puzzle. This is the illusion of an infinite cycle of continuous bad choices. Okay. Hookups. That's the chaos. Agonizing pain over these hookups. Soulmate. Something significant was lost here. A soulmate. Something significant was lost. A wife, a husband, a true love, a loyal friend, or or somebody that you deem as loyal, or now they ain't loyal. With the boundaries here, they ain't loyal. They failed the test here. No matter how loyal you thought they was. Something that may be at risk when it comes to preventing an action. Yeah, because they share maybe some information about you. The affirmation here, I am the sky. Everything else is just the weather. When it comes to this energy as well. Today's quote is the wise who controls body, speech, and mind are indeed the consummately in control. Second chakra of the sacral chakra, rewarding self here. And the cat and the waxing moon. Somebody could get they Brazilian waxing today. I don't know. I know that I am truly worthy and deserve to receive the good things in life, and I give myself permission to have them. It is time to enjoy the fruits of our labors. I am I aim to incorporate and embrace fun and joy in my life. I realize that all work and no play is a recipe for energy flow, disruption, and exhaustion. I allow myself to experience and receive more pleasure in life, and I am flexible and open to change. I am receptive to embracing activities and events that come my way, even those I may have avoided in the past. Some cat energy, some agonizing something they got going here. Make time to focus on your own spiritual wellness, your well-being, and connect to the metaphysical world around you with the cat. The waxing moon energy. Now is a good time to focus on achieving your own personal goals. Now, it's all talking about self. It didn't include anybody else but self in this energy, even when it talks about the cat. The dark moon comes in here, and the moon in Leo. That's another type of cat, a lion cat. The one could be domestic. One could be safari, survival mode. Don't know, predator. Okay, hunt or be prey. Hunt. Well, I'm gonna say because it's survival. And you don't know if you are the hunted or the hunters, because the hunters are out here. I got the dancers of promise, and then I got some hunters out here, the hunters of mysteries. So you don't know who's out here after you here. I don't know who's out here after you. And on the table, they told us there was some people out here after you. You know what I mean? When it comes to it, it's important time to guard against being self-centered, over opinionated, or pushy. So something about that here. The hunter of paths. They on different paths. They on this the path with the thrills. That's where these things that they don't see is that somebody that's telling them a warning now. But Knight of Swords say they still doing things their own way. Fool. Yeah, they say they still doing things with agonizing pain and needing a rescue, but can't. It's almost somebody like, help, help, help me, help me. Can you hear me? Help me. And it's like so low, but then you be like, it stops, right? You be like, damn, I thought I heard somebody saying help me, right? And like you look around for the voice of help me. With service animal, like you look around, like, and you don't see nobody with darkness under the night moon. You looking in the night, you don't see nothing. Spend time in contemplation and meditation in order to see greater understanding of yourself and those around you. Now that's them sitting with whoever in the dark night with the thrill. That's almost gone with BB King here. The thrill is gone. Yeah, that's almost gone with longing and missing you and thinking and talking about you and wanting a reunion with you. But this is fated to meet that they cause this effect to themselves with spiritual awakening when it comes to no Texan and twin flame in a soulmate thrills. Gamble, risk is already here. So about it first, like you almost like too satisfied. Fifth chakra, when it comes to the throat chakra, they want to tell you something when it comes to creative expression. They gotta creatively come up with something that don't make them look like a fool in this situation when it comes to, because I got two times the one comes in upright, one comes in reverse. So one is mimicking what they true self want to be, and then the one self is with truthfulness, but it can't come in with the truthfulness because a lot of this stuff they took to the grave, as we heard in a few messages back. For as long as space abides, and for as long as beings abide, to dispel the suffering of sentiment beings. So now they feeling sentiment now. Sentiment. Sentiment. Yeah. So now they feeling sentiment like, oh, like I feel like down, even if I feel like I'm happy around other people. With the throat chakra, I am committed to sharing and revealing my, that was when they was pillow talking and getting like trying to tell other people like about the situation. I was the thrill. That was the twin flame of divine connection that they was telling other people about you, but with guilt and inner child woundings here, like missing you and talking and let's talk and reunion. Like I am committed to sharing and revealing my thoughts and feelings by creative by being creative in my communication style and using expressive language. So that means like I might come and be like, "What's up, SOB? What's up? You know what I mean, stranger? What's up?" You know what I mean? Like with suggestive, they got to come up with a creative way to catch your attention. You catch theirs, like to break the ice, something like that. I express myself through talking, singing, sighing, laughing, crying, through using my creative talent. Well, with their inner, they don't know what to do. You broke my heart by Drake. You my everything with sexy red. Key to this calm notice, and this is a rich flex. They thought they had really flexed on you here, okay? When it comes to the dancer of promises. Now they want redemption here with abundance of dark plans. So now they want to take their dark plans, because those dark plans was unfulfilled that they had against you here. So his promises to free the captured souls. So somebody was supposed to free captured souls, especially when it came to a Pegasus. Like that was what that whole Medusa thing was, created out of a was a I'm gonna say it was a paradigm and a daggone and a gargon, because Medusa was a gargon in mythology. So, and when she got unalived by, beheaded by Perseus. So this is a gamble they took when it came to whoever they picked over you with guilt here. Something was a fake flex when it came to I can't okay, so I consciously use my senses to express my world more fully. I see, hear, smell, and feel more, and I become more aware of my surroundings, such as the weather, the aromas, people's, nature's, sound, and sight. And around these folks, where they was laughing behind your back, what they thought they was getting congratulated by haters, now they feel isolated and cast away here with guilt. Hey, come on, you're not the only one on this island. But they really are. An island in their head. When I told you there was an imprisonment here, especially when you're not catering to this person no more. You're not at this person's service. You're not a supply for this person. This is out in left field. They took a wrong turn in Albuquerque somewhere, trusting the fluff. They trust something that wasn't, and got kicked out, kicked off, kicked away, kicked to the curb. Whatever it is, it's caught up. Whatever it is, it could have been a physical attraction, mentally wounded, mentally withdrew, you know, type shit. Whatever it was costing them. Like, this ain't the gamble you want to risk right here. But at the end of the day, they was fearless, especially when it came to a secret admirer that was admiring them from afar. Something that they felt like they had unfinished business with when it came to a third party interference. Pregnancy test comes right with that too, and a shift and a change. Blocked out in upright when it came to the other woman. That's what caused a chemical or a fairy, because that would be a brownie, a fairy, some kind of, could be a gay man, it could say a slur or a slang. A brownie, Cornish, small, with wings, a flamboyant, a benevolent, helpful household that performs chores, elf, roguish, robes about, banshees, forbidding, messenger of death. So somebody here would like their death here. Oh boy, with life and death here, this person could be a life or a death. This with this person. They could be like also Bonnie and Clyde. You know what I mean? With this somebody that outsmarted this person. That's what it say. Emotional intelligence. Somebody outsmarted somebody here. The other woman. Competition. Keeping a promise to that person. Knowing that person was for the streets. And they got played. I got that twice. Getting out. Played out. And then we got getting played twice. In a jackpot. And you got away with falling apart. destroyed. The devil came over and destroyed everything that they could create for whatever was spare. For as long as space abides, and as long as sentient beings abide, I too abide to dispel the suffering of sentient beings. That's meditated on, though. Wisdom arises through effort. Wisdom disappears through lack of effort. Knowing this twofold path of growth and decline, one should arrange oneself such that wisdom increases. So somebody sitting in lack when it came to a situation or a circumstance where they chose not to grow with earth here and with peace and luck. That's why the jackpot is here, because they didn't get the jackpot. Winning money, got rich, inherited, unexpected money. When it comes to the peace, starting point of a journey, something starts new. But when somebody bewitched a situation, when it comes to reverberation, when it comes to navigating the path of the highest consciousness, something like a star sighting here, when it comes to comparing you to a star and what you wanted to be bright like the brightest one of the stars. So coming to the forefront, people were envious, people that was wolf in sheep's clothing. There was some that's working in this situation as well as elves of roguish energy. Some of these fairies are working as helpers in this energy when it comes to the brownies. When it comes to the fairies, these are working in the favor of mischievous creatures. So a dawn of a new day of them being able to create any kind of magic is coming in under sightings of a star. So they can't like go into Pluto and where the underworld is and rewrite narratives that are no longer narrative to be written in this energy as well. So the next level is like their plans backfire with the triumph of lies backfire on them. And then the naked before the stars. The naked before the stars is to see you rise here with the rising of a star here, or coming to the light here. Yeah, and they hate that pill, they said. They hate that pill. The haters hate that coming in with same shit, different day. They hate on that. You being on the cover of a magazine. Some of it was a scarcity tactic to keep you in lack. Now they're crying over you with longing and missing you, and let's talk with a reunion. This got not a hand, they said. Yeah, this imposter has nothing to offer but conversation over a cup of coffee, because they come with the infinity, with an infinity sign here. It says they continuously make bad choices here with potentiality. The potential you saw in this person with the four winds of wishing. It was just this person was for the streets. Meat sampling. Naughty men wanted for meat sampling or fooling around. A bust down. Somebody the less chill guy. Charlie Brown. Back in blood. Yummy back yo. Doing it. Contact silent. So that's why this person might be silent when it comes to a divine feminine, a chosen one, a high priestess energy, a divine feminine, somebody that couldn't offer you a higher commitment, but they can offer a hoe, which a hoe bag, a higher commitment, okay, with lies. That's the only way that was going to hold together, because you got to play to pay to play. Maybe your soul or the lint in your pocket, manipulated, gaslit, or trauma bonded to whatever this in between the lines is between who and that third party they chose to be in a lack mentality with, because you in an abundant mindset of growing, healing, and learning from your lessons. This person might be in a deep addiction when it comes to the two rabbit eyes, red-eyed rabbit and the rabbit choice that they chose to go in with the greener pastures here. So whatever between the lines is the greener pastures, is possibilities that are in reverse, possible, impossible things when it comes to the moment of regret, when whoever they chose over you. The ancestors, as I told you, we put a boundary here, especially if you had to come through the phoenix. Do you know what that means to triumph through death? That's like a near death experience. That's like a final destination that never became final type shit. They blew up the house and you was in it still in the bed, never got a scratch on you type shit, like with glitter. Coming to the stage and start your shine. Right, they came to the stage and they was started grinding. Grind on me. You know what I mean? With love and affection, with strong affection. And then it experiencing something new when it came to travel. They wasn't looked at the same. They wasn't seen as the same. Not everyone is your friend, colleagues, classmates. But they classify themselves as it. This came in reverse when it comes to the fourth chakra of the heart. I am open to sharing, accepting, communicating, and connecting with others as I focus on the moment, not the past or the future. A smile, a kind-hearted way of speaking, or a hug goes a long way toward uplifting others. I offer care and support where I can without rescuing the nature and respect my relationship. All right, so let me tell you something about this. Okay, let me tell you, because that came in reverse. This is off balance when it comes to the heart right now. The way they feel like I shared my heart, accepted shit from people that I shouldn't accepted nothing from, communicated with people that I shouldn't have communicated with, and connected with others as focusing on this moment. So right in the moment they in right now, right now, like a smile, like yo, like a kind way, like you need anything, can I do anything for you, like ass kissing, because ass kissing came in here, speaking, need a hug, you know what I mean, like I just want to be nice, I just want to be a friend, like I just want to be, like whatever this is, like, because I offer care and support where I can without rescuing. So like help, back to that same help, like I'm asking, is everything cool? You cool? I'm cool, right? We cool? Like, but help me, please help me. Like you can hear that voice in the moonlight still hollering for help in the background. So I nurture and respect my relationships. Says in reverse, they like run away. Like I want to run away from a bugaboo, because this could be a fairy that they picked. Like they thought was Wendy. Peter Pan was in a Peter Pan syndrome. And they got with Wendy and thought that she was just going to be like an inherently not a demon. But inherently, she can be, like, through what she been through. So the bugaboo turned into a bugawolf, like, type shit. Because the wolf is out here in sheep's clothing. So it could be a bugawolf. With Dancer of Promise. That's the moon of the Aquarius. That came in reverse. And then the affirmation, I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. When it came to running away, or a bugaboo that turned into something that they didn't know they could turn into. The time is right for celebrating life. Make most of parties, gatherings, and social opportunities. They made the best of it, right? Because I came in reverse. And they aired out something, maybe some dirty laundry about the person. Bugaboo. Speaking the truth. Do not become angered. And give when asked. Even be it a little. By these three conditions, one goes to the presence of the God. Okay, so because this person is playing along to get along, so they speaking the truth. Like, nah, I'm fucking with you. I only fuck with you. Like, type shit. Do not become angry. Like, don't get mad at me. You know what I mean? Look, I'm trying to keep the peace. ... Like, give when asked. I give you everything I got. You know what I mean? Like, trying to, like, this is meditated. Like, even it be the little bit I got. Like, type shit. Like, be of three conditions, one goes to
the presence of the God. So like when I go to the God, like because they worship gods and lust demons and things like that. So that's their God, right? Because they idol. That's the idolatry, right? So that's the truth because they speak it to the idolatry that they bowing to. Here with sake with because they couldn't took them with their heart because their heart ain't right. It ain't balanced with the five with the chakra because what they talking about here is expression of my feelings. So now, like the affirmations come in and say, I choose not to worry about things I can't control. So you one of the things that they can't control. So while they got control with playing along to get along, paying along to get along. Because see, the way this is coming out here was I allow my emotions to be fully experienced. I acknowledge feeling of grief, anger, and fear, and I express or I make a conscious effort to express my emotions or resolve them within myself so that I can move forward freely, right? So I talk about how I feel about the situation, and with emptiness here, keep my goals firm, filled with emptiness. Like I ain't got nothing to do with this. I ain't filling your cup because I barely can fill my cup. Like this is a no strings attached. I ain't really able, but if I could give a little bit or live give a lot, but whatever I give is all I got, right? When it comes to my emotions, like they expressing this in this energy, okay? When it comes to legal, man, I got other shit to deal with, legal disputes, literal, figurative, or metaphorically speaking, adjudication energy. Okay, so now I let the unconditional love experience in my heart be expressed through my voice and my creativity. Like, so what I say out my mouth gotta match how I'm acting. So if this is transactional, I gotta tell you this is transactional, and I don't plan to like extend no olive branch and more. You know what I mean? So throat chakra. I let those close to me know how much I love them and I care for them. But like I said, like I love and I care for you unconditionally. Like yeah, cause you the mother of my kid, or cause you know what I mean. You let me stay here unconditionally, or you doing me a favor type shit. But at the same time, right? Like if something better come along, right, I'm gonna let you know, like I told you, like this ain't that, right? But then I told you I do love you unconditionally, like, but again, I forgive all of those who have done me wrong in the past, as well as forgiving myself. Like I know I did some shit in the past, and I'm trying to make my wrongs by right, and I'm almost scared to be fearless with fear here. I'm almost scared to love somebody right now. So like you scare me, and like you do anything with pressure on it, I might just take off anyway, type shit. Like, cause forgiving myself as I could not have responded in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. So like this is the I do right now. I hope this is enough, but I'm really going through some things with rescue, and in the end of that, help me, help, like get me out of here. But with investigating this help, this sign of asking for help, right? They asking for help for a love story, something that they written off with freedom that got away with self judgment. Like they judging their self here with blaming others though in the situation, like insecures. It tease like it's your fault if you wasn't in the way, flirting with me, playing with my dingaling with me on IG. I wouldn't have had that problem. Had you hadn't been calling my phone, blowing it up, and I told you don't call me after 6, I call you. Blaming others, right? But they said I choose not to worry about things that I can't control. Like now they worrying about why they didn't control those narratives, because that is with blame game here and codependent, because they didn't know how codependent they was on your energy and how much they needed it with breaking an obstacle. Like it may seem like they're not interested in you, but this sexual promiscuity they got going in the background, I gotta tell you, that's all about you. That's all about falling in love, a sex fix, and secret lovers. That's what that's all about. Sleeping around, busting it down, hooking up, um, reconciliation of building of love, trying to paint the roses red, making mistakes. Like this is all like the seventh chakra, one with all. I feel the divine force flowing through me. I honor this and I know that it flows through all. I I am calm in knowing that I am one with all and I contemplate and meditate on this first, right? So when they think about it, they think about like, yo, my person wouldn't never be out here acting promiscuous in front of me or let me know that they promiscuous. Like anything they had going, it was the truth, none but the truth with loyalty. This person is anxious. They can't. They track record is not that. Like their track record is not that. I gotta tell you, like, cause when I finish with I regularly remind myself that we are all from the same source and that we are all on a journey as spiritual beings experiencing this physical existence, right? So we both are equal, right? But somehow one of these people thought that they was on a pedestal or higher or like omnipotent, like like I don't need God, I'm better than God type shit. Like, and it's like I'm aware that I have a choice as to how I respond to what is happening. Like because they when I first came in this message, it said repent. Okay, that's what it said with the arrow here, and they was in an imprisonment with green with envy, and they was like, yeah, they still was stubborn at the time. So, like that's giving me that um, what is happening in my life, my responses have an enormous effect on my spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Okay, when it comes to the unexpected, sudden storms in that erupt, when it comes to upheavals and haters that come against them because of their connection. Betrayal. They betrayed them because they're never. A lot of women don't usually want the guy. They only usually after the guy because of the girl. But guys don't know that, so they become cooperative, thinking like, "Oh, this girl really likes me," not knowing that this other girl was in competition with your girl in order to get with you. They thought they was gonna have a competition with your girl or your ex or your person or somebody that you was with. And then when you lose your person because you took the bait, they don't like you no more. No, I mean, that's the thing. That's the caught up. Caught. Because they caught you up. You know what I mean? Now you got insecurities about how you was a lame and you let another person snake you out of your with mimic. Snake you out of your connection with your person for a thrill. Thrills is here. That's what it's all about. Covering up errors. That's what they said. There's not many like you. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. If this is inherently not a demon, but it could be, and you were the earth angel, they're not the same thing. They're not the same species. They're not from the same anything. Really. Well, a fairy? Depending on. They came from Medusa. So, they ain't necessarily evil, but don't say they can't be. With Dancer of Promise, they can dance around that subject anytime. That's what the shaman said. So, we cooperate, good partner, important to cooperate so they don't get hurt. This is threatened. This is a threatened energy when it comes to here to me. If somebody feel threatened,
Like, it ain't coming off as I'm threatened, but I'm threatened. I'm scared. I fell in love with a hoe. I done fell in love with a stripper. Or I done got myself in a situation where I'm not safe. With Ace of Pentacles. And it's all about money here. Somebody don't want nobody to get this person's money. Because this person was a big dummy. Somebody could get abused here. I could just say that. I'm going to just call it out right quick. Somebody that wants to become braver to contact you, reach out to you. Magnetic attraction in reverse. They don't want this other third party to know because they might get beat because they even look. Somebody might be on a short leash, they said, because this is a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. Ow, ow, ow. Might be a dog and a mutt together. Good sex and a good time, that ain't so fun no more. That's in reverse. That's in the reverse. And the truth is, it's honestly not a good time anymore. Passion is in reverse. A traitor is in here. Somebody that they betrayed them. They know they're not loyal. They know they're sleeping around. They look like a fool. This could have been one of the homies, one of the homegirls, one of the clique, one of the groupies, one of the posse, one of the squad members, one of the ones that had been plotting on your person, copying your person to a T, to the point where they thought they was you. Only, but they can't copy you though. Hooked on a feeling. They can't make that person feel like you do. That's how true. Yep, they can't make that person feel like you do. Your essence. Can't do that. Yeah, you had one hole, you had them all, but they can't be you though. No matter who they is. Yep. They can't be you like you can be you. They want to be you, but unfortunately, self-esteem. Self-esteem. Alright, y'all, let me get some juice and we can finish this message. And I'm going to close out. And say I'm going to cut y'all out a little later. This message is kind of a little crazy. No, it ain't. It's just what people do to hide their feelings about you. This is what happens when you're not true to yourself. This is what happens when you are not satisfied with one lover, you know? Like, you feel like you greedy. This is what happens when people feel like if I'm not bigger than you in status quo, or I don't make more than you, or I live in a better house than you and drive a better car than you, and that's like these control issues here, then, you know, you are the bottom of my damn shoe. Because I got to be better than you. With envious and glutton for control. And the queen comes in here and says, that's nonsense. When y'all get strange encounters with the wrong encounter, y'all gonna wish to be for the collective energy with personality disorder.
with an artificial heart. That these hoes don't love nobody. And then you ain't gonna find the love that you had, that you was looking for. They might have copycat some things, but they couldn't copy everything. With magic and made you look. Immense, immerse, and yourself in a place that both recharges and inspires. So this person was trying to drain you here. Shapeshifted with toxic tactics. Cherish the now. They wish they had you now though. Stepping into power. Now that you're stepping into power and they feeling blocked and restrained because they took a choice over true love. Something is up and coming though. With the Pegasus here, something is up and coming. You came through something with the Pegasus. So I feel like the Pegasus happened, and then the 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 Pegasus happened. I mean, the Phoenix happened, and then the Pegasus came through because the fairies with the deities here. Somebody's threatening to somebody. Somebody will witness somebody's karma here. A clout hungry person, somebody that was glutton for attention, adapting grace. Well, a cock blocker is here when it comes to tantric sex. So this is definitely adapting to the program here with charging. Somebody could have an STD problem. They're in their feelings. Somebody could be having a sore dingling or a sore pee hole. We almost have a prize. Yeah, this came with some kind of pain and hurt here. Something to do with their cock block is a situation here. Somebody that's trapped. Somebody that's trapped. Can you clear the kitchen table, Bobby? Only with the running start. So somebody got a running start, a head start on something. Squawk is. This is also critical when it comes to the land's ego, when it comes to a chicken. When it comes to yeah, they made a joke of this one, that this was the prize. Everybody watched when they was watching Jimmy Fallon. Everybody watched. To make a fool out themselves when it comes to showing up unexpected visitor. Yeah, they can't. They wanna. When it comes to mortality though, the Pegasus say yeah they want to though, because when you make this a comeback, it's almost like life is brief and bright, and that's when all the light gonna get off of them. And I promise you, this person ain't gonna like that at all. We forgot who you are. They forgot. So you about to show. Let me reintroduce myself. My name is. Yeah, with the Hunter Mister, they didn't know you had it coming with total drama. They would thought that you was just like, it was all a movie. Something they had created in their own head and fantasy with the Hunter of Strength. And they did everything to sabotage you too. With the endless horizon here. But that was deception though. Because they had pipe dreams, they had some things that they wanted to take to the grave with no second chance here. That's the grave that they dug for themselves here with courage, with strength to go climb some mountain that they wasn't even a climb, Mount Everest. You know what I mean? They went up there trying to climb that and found out that they was down in the oasis of a mirage. Through the desert seems, though the desert seems endless, remember that every desert holds an oasis of a mirage, because it is water, but who's to say when you're gonna find it in the desert if the sand don't blind you first? You know, when it comes to this situation or subject, okay? When it comes to this was a valuable tool to let go of. When it comes to the desert, stretches infinitely, but each step forward brings you closer to your goal. So in this oasis that they're getting closer to their goal while they kept this secret with a third party and fake friends and anger management, trying to keep this anger they got boiling underneath under control when it comes to some kind of testimony. A mute testimony. I told you, Help me. Help me. Psst. Hey, you hearing it tonight, but the mouth may remain mute, but the soul speaks volumes through every gesture. I told you, help. Somebody either being bullied, I don't know, it's literal, figurative, or metaphorically speaking. They say it online, but I'm gonna just say this is mentally being bullied. This is mind. What did they say? Mind effing somebody here. Because I heard when the Pegasus came in, it's called about mind reading. So then unspoken burdens. This is a heavy weight on it. They can't tell you how I'm suffocating. Um, they like it and they don't like it. Wait, because the ring it on is here. Because see, like, I don't know if somebody get punched here. Because this is the scramble one. Anytime they can get it on. No air. It could get aired out anytime when it comes to unspoken burden. The weight of unspoken words can be heavier than those voiced. Carry them wisely. So somebody been being shut up or somebody shut down when it comes to anger management. Somebody got a better temper than them with subdued celebration. Yeah, they brought that shit to a crawl. Somebody that had all this sexual fantasy out here looking for hoes in every which way every day. Yeah, they said somebody that's toxic is toxicer than them. I can tell you that. Somebody different. Out here, somebody different. Right effing here. Like overload. Somebody will put them in a chokehold. I don't even know. 2 cent. Yeah, they ain't playing. Cardinal energy. Base. Spotted us. Militant base. What's that? Washington. A drone spy. Somebody with a drone. But this also still telling somebody still spying here when it comes to the on air, off air. They see them with the dark and the light. Air. No running out of cash. Blurred. Oh, buried in legal bills. An inferno. I told you with the Phoenix here, what they tried to turn up for you is now turning up for them when it comes to up close. When it comes to the between lines. They between lands here when it comes to the lands in. But the hunter of strength said they gonna have to have discipline, abide. They told us in that situation, and when it came to meditating, abide and by the principles and act in concert. And it said the Starry Reef said the perfect ending to crowning oneself when it came to checkmate. This mate can't check. He can't. Who? They can't be disciplined enough. Small beginnings. Yeah. Talent grows. Yeah, not really. The only talent they got is that ding-a-ling going up and down or that pee hole getting in and out type. When it comes to cultivating your hidden talents will grow when the time is right. Yeah, when they stop dancing for the dash of an object. That's what Spirit said. Outlet. When it comes to you will have to find the right way out. And right now, with this energy, they ain't disciplined enough, like I said, to come out of the storm, come out of the darkness, come out of the wilderness, come out of whatever it is, this inferno, to come through the Phoenix like you did. They got to be able to walk through fire, the Ring Nebula, just like you did. Yeah, you are the missing piece because they can't find you. I told you we're going to cut that piece to make according to what we want it to be when it comes to crystallizing focus. Like, it's crystal clear that you was it. You was it. That's all she wrote, folks, type. But with the fractured light, you know what I mean? They can only get a little bit of your light. And a little bit of it, and a lot more of their darkness could shine through, but that wasn't safe and comfortable for you, though. You know what I mean? That wasn't safety. This person wasn't your safe haven, your safe space. That wasn't like, you know what I mean? You couldn't rest in the arms of he. You know what I mean? When it came to this person, place, or thing. You know what I mean? With financial future. Like, your future was going to be, you know what I mean, a cardboard box, and they outside with, you know what I mean, whoever. Or your health with unhealthy choices here could be compromised with promiscuity and demons. You know what I mean? That's going to mess with your finances anyway, type shit. So, you know what I mean? With this fractured light, it's not, you know, with evil eye here, that's why it's being sent back to the sender. That was the scramble up anyway. They thought they had trapped you. I'm sorry, but the fake smiles gave it away. Because they told us about that from the beginning. That fake smiles gave it away every time. You know what I mean? We're finding the last piece. Do not rush. The missing piece will come when the time is right. Nah, they ain't coming now because they bankrupt. They didn't save for that rainy day. They didn't save for that bill. They didn't save when it came to the bankrupt when they filed Chapter 11. It's gonna be a while before they can rebuild their credit for this screenshot they shot at. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, getting evidence and proof of or facts. This is a distant reach. They at a distance from you in this situation. A whisper in the wind, but the wind blowing it closer to you. Where rip me out the plastic. I've been acting brand new because they see you about to be ripped out of plastic. They can see clear. You ain't got no real covering over you. They're saying like, oh, you can't see me. It's just like a veil. Like when you getting to be a bride. Like this ain't no like dark veil over you. This is like a white net. Like see through. You know what I mean? Like of crossing from the girlfriend phase to the wife phase. That's what the veil is for. To rip me out of a clarity. That's what they calling me about. Telling me about looking past a veil. Seeing through. Like I can see it's clearly through this package. There's a lady through there. But what's she about? I don't know. When I rip her out the plastic, I'll be able to see what's up and coming when it comes to this look of envy, because I know it's gonna be something out of this world when it comes to what is that? Remove the veil that blinds your understanding closer than you think. That blinds you. Understanding is closer than you think. That's what it says when it comes to look past the veil. Veil clarity. Behind the thin veil, hidden truths lie in plain sight, waiting to be seen. Now that's what I'm trying. You seen the play. You saw the fake smiles. You saw the whispers in the wind when it came to talking behind your back. You saw it when it came to eye contact. When it came to how bizarre they would look at you. 1 Peter 5:6-11 talks about your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a raging lion, looking for people to devour. But the lion came in here. The lion sleeps tonight, though, in its energy. When it comes to the AAA in its energy of eye contact, we didn't make no eye contact with the predator in its energy. When it comes to when it's time, we won't make no eye contact with the predator in this energy. We're going to go through because our talents and growth say we know not to look at the enemy now in this energy of bizarre. Running, right. They ran away. You running away. Leaving the past behind with running. Leaving the past behind or left the past behind. So running to the spirit toward the target. Let's see, I got some more fire here too. That's the car on fire. Your core. You find your core, and this is the flame of transition. So like this is where you transition and be like, yo, you said the car on fire, right? And I told you. You said the house on fire and I was in the bed, right? All right. When you came through the Phoenix and they're like, how did you do that? Like, the car blew up. Yeah. But like, I left the past behind. Like, I live. Like, with undiscovered paths. That's why I told you it was on two different paths, because this person was like Mr. and Mr. Swift Smith to you. Y'all was trying to still unalive each other at some point. Leaving the past behind. The what? Don't stand as a final barrier. Leave behind what no longer serves you. Oh, the door. The door stands as a final barrier. So the closed doors stands as a final barrier. Beyond the door lies a world uncharted. Embrace the adventure that awaits. When it came to the bazaar, how people was looking at you, but it's gonna be bizarre how when you make a comeback, how they're gonna be looking at you again, like type shit. When it comes to finding your core, once you find your core, you came through the phoenix, or you coming through the phoenix, or you came through, you working your way through it through help. You know what I mean? There's a deity in that energy with bounties that's gonna help you. Just like in Cinderella, there was deities in there with the mice and different things to make a coach, to cut up a dress and make a thing for her to be able to go. Like with financial, like there's a way, there's a will. You say, oh, I don't have a nickel to my name. Right. Well, finding a mind on your money and your money on your mind. That's courage to climb the same strength. Even though you don't see nothing and you don't see no way, but to still keep going. Like type would call from call or hear from them. So you're gonna call or hear from something with a revelation here ahead, hitting the truth. The hidden truth is coming through in time. With a green and with envy, the people that was envious of you, green with envy, sending evil eyes, evil spells, whatever it is, aims to settle a score and bear truth before the curtain closed. See, they already know the curtain closed already on the subject, but see, it's almost like, like the consequences of the curtain closing already. And like you thought you got away with the curtain closing because you exit stage left. We talked about that in the last message about how you exit stage left here with going out like longing and like a reunion and like what, like the courage to take this big obstacle of climbing a mountain again. Like M could be significant, tennis balls, that's a match back and forth. So like the time is on the clock, it's got 10 o'clock, 10 10 10. They said 10 10, even though that's not quite 10 10, it's like 10:08 on the clock. But Cancer, Libra, Gemini, and Aries with envy, green with envy, toxic, and if fulfilling a fantasy comes right behind that with a nature communication of how these deities is running out here, especially when it comes to an elf with rogues and roving around. When it comes to elves, they're using nymphs as beauties too, as seductress. They said they necessarily inherently they are not demons, but can be when it get mutated with different things when it comes to a trap. Yeah. Sorry, you got trapped. So I need your soul. They told him that, and then that's when they slept over. They didn't know that they was gonna be used. Okay. Yeah, for your energy. They didn't know they was gonna be harvesters. Yeah, peaceful pathway. They didn't know. They were just here with disrupt this pathway of sign of peace. Yeah, sign of peace. Peace is with the snapshots here and proof. Yeah, that this person is crashing all the way out. Finding order within, awakening chaos. In chaos, forgotten truths are resurfaced, demanding to be faced. The hall of protection around their heart is crumbling, melting, opening up, finding order within. Amid turmoil, anchors yourself in the inner clarity to navigate the storm. They ain't heard from you. You ain't calling. I got call or hear from. You or them or you. But this is releasing because you healed. But then this ex-lover is like, how could you do it so quickly? With I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know it was that deep. That fulfilling a fantasy and my toxic ways and you outdated, expired, use old news and discard it when it comes to sorry. But a snake is here and that's not what it looked like. But they said it's absolutely what it looks like. Absolutely. If you thought it looked like a rat, then it's a goddamn rat. If you thought it looked like cheating, then it's look like cheating. The fairies say that's what it is. It is what it is. When it comes to the flower energy, the fairy energy when it comes to elemental messenger. If it look like a duck and it quack like a duck, then it's an elemental energy of an ancient deity coming in and say it's a duck, quack quack. All right, so that's what they say. Always tea time, so that we always with the shits in the spirit. If you pay attention to the signs, you'll always see us with the shits. Look at TV. When they want to put on the stuff to get like y'all going, they know how to get the stuff on there to get y'all going. Jerry was one of the shows that got people going because it had drama and whatever to get people going. Then you would leave there and you get on Maury. He gonna tell you about everything. More drama. Drama is like people rather hear lies and trickery and let me get a lie detector test and tell me the lie, the truth that are truth that a lie that I already know truth to. Like what? But we gotta do it this way because this is what they want us to be. You know, they say, "Oh, make it make sense. We're truth tellers. We're gonna tell the truth." But it's always tea time here. Spirit's like, yeah, we always with it too. If you want us to always tell the truth, you want to always like test if we gonna make the truth be known with artificial heart here. We will. We'll show you through the dark folks that you like to hang out with. Yeah, colorless angels, other people that like to keep time and tea like you. Yeah. Pride with the bride in a cage. Now a bride is what was there, right? When you offer a higher commitment to a demon, when you offer your soul to a demon, okay, and make her a whole housewife, the artificial love, the fake, unauthentic smiles, the what they say, hug and kiss to keep the peace with a snake. This is what they talking about. The hall of the heart around their heart. Take it as it is, y'all. This is not protected here. Calling the storm. Like they don't want no smoke. They want a divorce with breaking a contract, but they regret it. But so depressed here, but they enjoying it too. So like I can't say that they ain't having a good time here. They privately having a good time. And they fight for it. Even though they know it's trashy, they don't want to hear that it's trashy though. It's insecurity that it's the best they can get for right now. It's the best they got right now. This is why they got checkmated here when it comes to you are under tremendous competition, because this is where they checkmate themselves here. I don't know. I thought that was little condoms, but it's like little photo proof, like pictures. It's like back in the day when you get the proofs back. That's kind of like what that is look like to me. Already know the tea. Like you don't need the proof to know that this person was doing what they was doing with putting on the show. They showed you exactly who they was. We're envy and resentful that now that you see them for who they are, that you handle them in that way now. You were supposed to still let them, you know what I mean, show you their privates. You know what I mean? You were still supposed to let them, high priests, you were supposed to still let them show you their privates. And you still be entertained by it. You're still supposed to be able to go home and get one off to them. And when you think about them, like you're still supposed to be like scrubbing the ground for them when it comes to them down on the floor. I don't know, type shit. Like, but instead, use like 10 of water. It was like 10 of cup. I'm happy on my own. You know what I mean? Like, take it or leave it. Like I wasn't good enough with uncharted seas. You went to something that was so uncharted, so off the Richter scale, that the divine matrix is like, yo, they went so far down, like, with discernment. They should be concerned with the bodega cat. They should be concerned who they fuck with. The convenient they come mess with toxic and the shapeshifter and the manipulator that took empathy in your weakness or didn't, or tried to use it or thief it or whatever it. Let's see. At the bottom of the deck, I got them as the emperor right there. They ain't coming in authentic, I can tell you that. Tell me something about this Uncharted. Tell me about this Matrix. Tell me about this shit. Nathan's Frankfurters or something like that. What is that? Teaming up. Root beer. Somebody that's still down on the floor. The king of earth. So, I see a witch thing, or I still see somebody in the shadows. Let me look back there and see who he is. So he's still pulling up somebody's skirt that's down. Somebody else still be teasing this person. This person's sick ding-a-ling. Got a sick ding-a-ling. Sick. Yeah, this person got a sick ding-a-ling. Not only sick, but sick obsessions with different partners. This is that kind of thing. Like, they tease them. They'll have twosomes and threesomes with different people. She's teasing in the water four cups. This person she'll sleep with multiple guys. It could be more than one guy in a day. This person is finding the order and the chaos in that though. That's like why this person's looking like that, either up or down. This is them up down, finding the order within. Amid turmoil, anchor yourself in inner clarity to navigate the storm. Like so. And then this is awakening the chaos if it was upright. So in chaos, forgotten truth resurface, demanding to be faced. But I told you that the bodega cat gotta be this thing here when it comes to these men on the bank with 4 cups. Cause if they in a boat down here in uncharted seas, and you is so high that you so unreachable with 10 of air because of their deception, you took flight, you out of there. Like they can't even obtain you from where they at. So they being led around by they ding-a-ling with blind mellow jelly over here. And they got their ding-a-ling in their hand by whoever this person is that don't know more than they know. Because they ain't saw nothing but her ASS here with the Night of Fire. That's all he saw with the horse here. That's the stallion. Now, see, the horse you came in was a Pegasus. If y'all marrying, they still a horse. But you turned into the spawn or wouldn't be the spawn, because you turned into the beautiful Pegasus that you are. So they only can see this ASS of this other person that's got their ding-a-ling holding it in their hand type stuff. All right. And then as I told you, somebody's sick and somebody's still looking out there with the Seven of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is still idea, and like, why you ain't sent them a 4-page letter and sealed it with a kiss? And when you write back, you better get it on time. But they said this is like a sick call, like fire, like they in the red room, you know what I mean, over like the red light district, like type energy. Like I went down on the red light district night, and the doctor said it ain't good news, you know, like type shit, like did you hear? Like they wondering if you heard the night of earth, that I mean how dark it got for them, and how they praying that things would get better. But it's like, nah, you was like, nah, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. That's like, yo, really? Tell the truth, chain of dough. That happened? Nah, I was over here by the sunset, catching some sun, sitting at the dock of the bay, watching the tides roll away. Nah, I ain't seen nothing like that. Why? Really? That was a disclaimer, because they thought at least 44 with the Matrix spinning out of control for them, and the Ace of Pentacles like playing rich daddy, false daddy, or fake rich over here, and you stepped out the subject here when it came to them, and the Emperor come right back in with somebody bowing before them while on the shoulder or a mountain of something here. That's a rock. Yeah. Somebody, I told you they went to go to Mount Everest, and might be what the sword had to stick into when it came to going over here being trying to save somebody. Denzel in distress. So somebody's definitely needing rescue. I don't know who's getting abused, but someone is getting here. I told you, somebody that was teasing at first, and now they clinging to the dingaling next, and then I don't know, like type shit. Like the queen of air, the strength is the dingaling, and then the booty cheeks, and then some kind of somebody throwing somebody over their back. I don't even know. Like type shit. After a fight or after the knob of water emotions. This is scars all over her. Especially when this person can switch up when you like here. They said that's a disclaimer. And then this is somebody that nun. Somebody about showing the picture to the nun. So I told you they was picturing you doing all these things, but you didn't do none because you stayed true to the divine. You stand on Christ, and you didn't bend when it came. And more likely, you disappeared, like ghosted, disappeared, and God be happy on your own, like happiness, like and him with whoever they chose in darkness. Shattered. It should shatter somebody there. Compete. That's where the compete come in for a fight. They wanted you to fight under tremendous competition or pressure. Favorable, but divine favors somebody here. Favors to take advantage of the favorable conditions to achieve the goal. But time here with clock and time and keeping your temper, this person, they can neither one of these can keep their temper. Because one with investigation here and setting the record straight and a copycat, she can't keep her like she can't like with fear of incompatibilities here. It's like don't allow anger to rule you, but look closely, ask questions. And whenever she asks a question, she ain't getting nothing like what the person, what she ain't matching what she see with what she get. That's who she get the disclaimer. hmm She don't like the abuse that they claim. They getting the fix it one, the air flighty. While they watch, see in illusion, they know that with the bride with the veil on, see how much you was above them when it came to a situation that you was unobtainable. But the temperance comes in her, the veil was right there over her head, like something that was they knew, but they didn't. But personality disorder, a hustler, a forcer of love. Yeah, that's why they still down here getting whatever this is here under King of Earth. Watching it go down, like watching this shit like the Matrix take them under. It's like, you know what I mean? Hate nothing about you though, because they see you rising when it comes to the fear of incompatibilities. And it's recorded, like announced, and it's expressed and revealed that this was over. Like, this is over. Bad choices took the win. Burning the evidence was nothing that they could do. Like you came through the Phoenix after seeing everything through. That's when you came through the fight, even though it was burned up, and you salvaged what you good, you pieced what you could together, and what you put together was there was a fake apology here. You felt like somebody was just knowing they fucked up, like literally, and like you was tired of the drama, like just like for real. Like, you was tired of the drama, and that's like, what else is there else? Like, you set the shit straight. Like, I ain't for the shit. That's the target. You want to target me for your own lead to something that lead the way for yourself, but being a leader, showing others how it's done, and you can help others. Like, you was taking my niceness for weakness. That's not what we're doing. Well, who in the world are you? Who you think you are? Thinking that you can, like, you know, fuck up my pentacles, mess up, and ghost, and do all this ghost magic and shit with law is not just, rules are not fair. Well, it ain't gonna be fair when the illusions bust back in your face. It's not gonna be fair when the shine is shining back on. The sky is the limit for something or someone else. You dodge a bullet here when it comes to a person, place, of things. Legal issues and always partying. Somebody that's the devil. They got a lot of collection when it comes to the karma, the consequences, and the company that they keep with always partying here. We are all a little mad here, and that's who they sit with, whoever their company is, and that's their keep company. Is they criticize? They criticize you in front of other people that bad mouthed you. This person is gonna catch themselves or catch the. I don't know if they call it a sick ding-a-ling or what here, but be careful backtracking here. Be careful backtracking when it comes to the world. When it comes to this person's promiscuous ways. When it comes to manage to be glad that you dodged this bullet. When it comes to create your own happiness regardless of the conditions. When it comes to refurbish some student space here. When it came to somebody you socially distant from. When it comes to social distance, disconnect. Yeah, when they told you to somebody that wanted to send you a 4-page letter and then close it with a kiss, and when you write back, you better. But this could be a contract. This could be getting messages from anywhere. 7 of Pentacles, like old ideas, old unsettled deeds, old insurance policies that closed out and finally did what they supposed to do. And they call you here with, hey, boo. Oh, hey, I'm a good boy, too. The experts at the shore. So something washes ashore, like a message in a bottle, baby. Here in a situation or such, when it comes to financial, mind on your money, money on your mind here. You know what I mean? When it comes to insight and purpose. Somebody that's purposely ignoring somebody or purposely ignored you in the past. And something about a judgment comes in for you. With that's naked truth here when it comes to managing to be glad you dodged that bullet when you come to be unbothered by a person, place, or thing because of the things they were doing behind your back. 10 of water, emotions. Okay, some newborn, somebody got a new birth, rebirth, new birth. Somebody that's you're uninterested in now, currently. So I'm going to say, why are you uninterested in the person? Because the spirit of wisdom, you know better now with social distance. This is a divination abuser. And somebody that want to fight for your person, they can have them. They can have them. It's all yours. Yeah, they thought you was an option. 7 of Cups. They wanted to be able to pick you back up, but they said no. 10 of Wands, you walked away. And Knight of Wands, they was horsing around with others. Queen of Wands, you enlighten yourself of the disrespect. They picked up a dark somebody here when it comes to the Queen of Swords. Cut off, cutthroat. They hung up with some vampires right now. They caught up with them, almost attacked. Somebody could live near some projects or some high rise, some gangs or some members that's here. They hung up, caught up. Yeah. Player energy, hustler, street person. Ace of Truth, all truth. Temperance, this is who they pouring into. Who they live with. This is who they lay with, sit with, peace with. This they peace. Surfboard. This is somebody that is just surface. It's all surface. What's the surface? Tell me. Per temperance to the 8 of Wands in reverse. Their clothes are made of glass. Fragile. King of Wands. And leadership, vision, bold, daring, big ego, optimistic. Somebody, 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands comes in clarifying. 8 of Wands are fast moving, quick decisions, sudden progress. So it moved fast with a fast bond. 7 of Cups. Options, though. This is only an option. Choice, indecisions, opportunity, opportunist, fantasy, and illusion. Excuse me. Anything else? Oops, jumped over. And when it comes to pertains to dream, but it's all a part of the fantasy and the dream. You know what I mean? Dreams make the what is it? The team makes the dreams work, right? I think. But this is the two of cups in reverse. So this is soulmate energy. But I told you this is them being in the distorted energy of a soulmate or a twin flame. When it comes to unity, close bond and a spiritual well, this is a spiritual disconnect here now. When it comes to the relationship and connecting, it's a disconnect, a break in contract here. And this is a new beginning somewhere else. Something starts new with a newborn, but it could be a baby, somebody wearing a basket about a baby, a pregnancy. Star mother, how can you mother yourself? Seven of Wands, defending yourself, protecting, standing your ground. Fear of incompatibility, Queen of Cups, but they ain't compatible with whoever this is. Compassionate, warm, healer, intuition, supportive, and healer. The double, somebody that's double heals, they could heal them and heal their self. Oh my God, they let go of that. Six of Cups, Six of Swords. I meant to say, leaving behind. Oh, that's what they left behind. I told you they left that behind. A double healer. Somebody that leaves a double healer. My gosh, you was about as. Whoa, my gosh. Somebody that can heal themselves and heal you too, and also heal the human, like for environmental to teach others. Oh wow. Supportive, intuition, warm, and compassionate. That's a warrior, they calling it in this energy. That's what that coming. A warrior princess. Your Orisha people. Orisha sisters. Two of wands. Five of wands. That's a conflict. Somebody that thought they was a peacock. Somebody with another woman. Nine of wands. No, nine of pentacles. This is fake flexing. This is fake flexing. It's fake flexing. And big D energy, big ego. This is what this is showing. Queen of Cups. But you see past that with the ships that sail uncharted. Whoever they went to, they didn't know that this person was on fake flexing with death here. They didn't know that. They didn't know that that person wasn't going like I told wow. I don't mean to laugh. This is dark. Like shit. This shit's scary. Like Ten of Wands. Like this person was pulling this person in for real with Ten of Wands. Like you ever went to a person that's like, remember like on like a thin line between love and hate? And Martin and the lady was like, she was like, like before he could do the shit, he was a shit already did something like Eight of Cups, like walk away. Like before he could walk away, shit already like put like fucking nails in his tires, right? With Hierophant here, outsmarted that person. I told you, emotionally intelligent with traditionally outsmarted this person. Higher learning, like this person get high, this person probably get stupid, and this person get like more smarter, like belief. Like let me see, like this person start lying, their eyes start twitching. Like you know what? Every time you start lying, your motherfucking ass start twitching, start getting louder. Beliefs. You know what I mean? With Eight of Cups, like I believe you our ass is up to something. With walk away. I ain't just gonna walk away because I know it's something more to it when it comes to you. Five, Hierophant, when it comes to judgment. They ain't like an imprisonment. Eight of Swords, blinded to a truth. No, you're like, you know what? I might not look as dumb as I think you think I am with blinded to, because my eyes is open. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, how can I get out of here? Should I just break these things down? No, then they're going to know I got out. Like, should I just ease out or just step over them? Or just, like, what do I do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't really, like, judgment. Like, I'm just judging, like, how should I leave my escape? Like, should I leave, like, balance? Like, you know what I mean? Should I, like, magically somebody pick me up and took me out? Or, like, should I just, like, light as a feather? Like, should I take these swords and, you know what I mean, ram them through their backs. You know what I mean? Like with lovers, like for them to be behind my back with double lovers, like with living a double life behind my back, like type shit. With Wheel of Fortune. Like, unfortunately, God, divine said, let the vengeance be mine and sit your balance behind down because I can heal you and heal them too. So why would you think that you need to go somewhere and fight, carry the weight of the world on your shoulders if I told you you was a double healer? Why would you need to do that with the fool? Like, you penny wise, you want to be like wise and crazy like the Dark Empress. Like, you could if you want to, but like, I'm not advising it. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. When you get, you know what I mean, like, whatever happened to you, because I told you don't go over there revenge with nothing. Like, Queen, all right, listen, like Queen of Cups, seeing Queen of Pentacles, like I told you, like, you going over there fighting, like, I told you I got your pentacles. Like, whatever this ghosting did, I see him. Like, you ain't got to see him because I see him for you. I got close, I can see infrared, red. I can see delta wave, hertz. I can see, like, galactically. I can see. You know what I mean? When I told you, I see. I told you we see you. You might, because you thought you was, like, a darker complected, I wouldn't see him. I see him. But you trying to represent their darkness? No, that don't tell me. I see. You don't have to turn dark to see it. Their grounding says it all. Look, it's in reverse. Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. They're fake flexing here. Nine of Pentacles, smug and playing it off. Happy, fake smiles. That's what they told me. Fake smiles. Everything's cool. Playing it off, faking it till we make it. Fear of incompatibility. They want you to believe that they're compatible, like we buddies. Like, we got what I mean? Like, we buddies. But like the good guy, buddy. Like the good guy, Charles Lee Ray. The good guy, when I went into Chucky. The good guy. You know what I mean? Like, Heidi Ho, ha ha ha, type nostalgia. How I did you dirty behind your back. How I hugged with other folks behind your back. How my memory set, like, you know what I mean? I was always a snake to you, but I mimicked that I was a good to you too. But past and sentiments back again. Sentiment is back again. I'm back to them sentiment beings again. Okay. Wait, like, they ain't had no sentiment against your feelings. They ain't had no sentiment against, like, how it was going to make you feel or look, or how the situation going to look in the end when they went to their detriment to kick you under the bus. You know what I mean? Type shit. When it comes to the Two of Swords, a stalemate. You know what I mean? A stalemate and stuck person. Come on, what? Difficult choice. It was difficult to choose you because I had to climb these obstacles and then still keep on the same face with these other people, and I just couldn't keep that same smile going when it came to crossroads and when it came to denial. So I denied the fact that I liked you. I denied the fact that I was in love with you. Knight of Pentacles. Practical, unreliable, steady and slow as I went, uncommitted, unrequited, patient, unavailable, and conservative. But I try to keep it like, nice and nasty. Like, I like you, but I don't. I'm hating on you, but like, I can't tell you I hate on you, but I can tell you I hate on you by, you know, the way I treat you, you know, type shit. When it comes to the Two of Swords, with stalemate and difficult and denial and crossroad, and then the hang up. But I was hung up because you was really great. Why could I? How could I? And why did I block us out? Or why did I allow us to be blocked out? Two of Wands, and allow you to be able to be back outside smiling for others. Like, you see, that smile ain't painted on. That's not a fake smile. That's genuine. Look, Ten of Cups, genuinely happy. You know what I mean? When you look out at the families, you genuinely happy. While this person is really uptight, holding on to Six of Pentacles, breadcrumbing, what they held on to. Whatever little bit of Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles this is. And hold with Page here. That you'll all take this cup eventually once you stop being mad with emotions. When you stop being uptight. When you stop being like charted away. When you charted away, that was like, damn, you ain't gonna look back. Damn, you gonna keep running? Like, damn, like, yo, I thought you was just gonna tiptoe a little bit and like spin off and do some like cutesy little shit, make everybody laugh, and like, but no, you turned into a fucking whole beast. You went in a beast mode. Why though? I thought you loved me, Emperor. I thought I was your man, Emperor. I thought you took admiration from me. Hierophant say, yeah, but you made a truce and a lie against me to others when it comes to Six of Pentacles. Breadcrumbing. Breadcrumbing. And the world went out of my favor. You ain't favor me like everybody, like divine favored me. Sunflower, reverse. You ain't harvest me like divine harvest me in sunflower season. King of Wands. Nope. Didn't. Nope, you didn't. You celebrated with the groupies. Three of Swords, Three of Cups. That was the sunflower is the truth when it came against the collective energy as the sunflowers of growth. Didn't harvest in that season. They stabbed you in the back in that season. Yeah, they put 10 swords in your back. That's why I say the Orisha sisters came in this energy, because they deceived you by copycatting another woman in your energy. Then didn't take your offer in this energy. That was the reason why they couldn't take your offer, because they had already got somebody else pregnant. And that person had already had another connection somewhere else too. Yeah, this is the cup running over for lies and triumph here. It's all spilling out what they juggled here. Look at this. Look at this. The tower comes in. The moon tells it all here. How dark they got here when it came to the phantoms that they chose. The singing, the operas, the cloak energy that they chose to be under in the hermit. Knowing the lighted path, but choosing not to go off, choosing to go off paths when it comes to race and running. Then played it off like it wasn't emotional. It wasn't a boat off. It wasn't like they wasn't standing in emotion. It was like smiling with their face here, like all the while feeling like the Five of Swords here, tattered and bruised and battered and left out and played out and outdated. The way they wanted you to be when it came to Dungeons and Dragons, when it came to clean the cellar, Cinderella. You know, you're not going to the ball. You're going to clean the cellar. So when something worked in your favor to get you there, when it was expected for you not to be there, you were supposed to be, if you was going to go, was going to be tattered and raggedy, right? Knight of Pentacles. That was where they became unreliable for you. That was where they became steady for themselves and slow for you. It was where they came uncommitted to you, where they came patient for somebody else and impatient for you. They said conservative. This is where passive aggressive came in for you. This is where they started villainizing you here and playing victim here. They the victim, you the villain. You the villain, they the victim. But It also says that they never really offered much when it came to you, Queen. Okay, when it came to you, they never really offered much, Queen. But they offered a lot of change to the toxic situation. The devil, they offered everything. Their soul snatcher, succubus, Jezebel, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Somebody that was materialistic, smile and fake smile and heat offer, sheet oblige. Here, you want some soda? You want my cookies? You want my goodies? Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. That's the contract, the communication, and the commitment they took with the Six of Pentacles. Until all the flowers bloomed in this garden of fake flowers. But here comes the star. This is you showing up at the ball now. After they picked what they chose. When I told you this coming out, this coming up, this Pegasus transformation out of the Phoenix. This is you coming through the Phoenix on the chariot. Knight of Pentacles. Star energy. This is despair. How they gonna feel? Magician. They're trying to stop it, but energetic forces that say block, block, block. You sleeping good at night. No weapon formed against you shall prosper in your sleep at night. Yeah. The rose kiss is here for you. You get sweet dreams. Who in the mind would disagree? Travel the world in the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Sweet dreams are made of the 4 swords. So 4 swords is resting and retreating and recuperating from the warrior princess you had to be to come through whatever family dynamic, ex-lover dynamic, whatever this against you shall prosper type energy when it came to your enemies and your haters. And you managed to be glad that you saw something that was a badger was here. Time to keeping up time. Yeah, you knew it was like, oh, well, all right, well, it's about time for the damn haters to start hating. So immense effort and about an advancement that was going to take place when it comes to the right way. But Queen of Cups said the moon came out here with the 5 of Wands with liars. It's a liar with a conflict here. Just confused the enemy in time. So we got 9:15 on the clock. Or 3:45. On the clock. 40 might be significant when it comes to immense effort of a liar. It's the competition that they put in. This is a bloody competition of a liar. You see how much blood is being shed here? Huh? Like, this is some tension around rivals and aggression. I told you passive aggression was here. Yeah, I told you. Look, I don't even know. Some temperance, somebody they put in to juggle with, poured into. Surfboard. Somebody Queen of Wands. Somebody the 3 of Wands. Somebody they slept with on the surface. That was surface level. 5 of Cups. Now they crying over what they lost. Yeah, all these bowls is empty. They got everything in one bowl, but that ain't enough when it comes to the death. That shit cloaked. The new day for you is like they can't balance and measure up on this sword here. Like their reflection and what they see with themselves and what they see with justice and you ain't the same. Yeah, nah, they still scatterbrained. They still being mind read and being mind effed and fearing of being compatible with the world out and just in your favor, but Gotta say, they all out of ideas when it comes to their starting over in a new beginning. Like, they can triangulate you though. Like, they ain't gonna let go of what they got. They gonna triangulate you, and like that's gonna be uncharted because you ain't gonna like that. Yeah, happiness, because they gonna like try to make you unhappy to make somebody else happy, and you've been through that already. So that's where the bowl is full with the Ace of Cups. That's why your bowl is full, and they sitting over here holding their cup like, well, let me go over there and just like think if that person like, I'm not be some failure, but I try. Let me go over there and try to see if I can get something. And they like, yeah, nah, King of Cups, King of Swords, like, yeah, let me go over there and play help victim. And like heartbroken and stressed out, and it's like, no, you come that way, you definitely ain't gonna get nowhere coming like that. With crippled, a broken hand, nah, you definitely ain't gonna get nowhere. And talk about triangulation, they can't come down like that. They already know they can't come like that. Married motive, they gotta come with a married motive with a star. They gotta come with like the scars in the sky, like promises that they can't keep type shit. And it's like they gotta at least come through with some of them with deep breath. They say they gotta really think about this one. Yeah, when it comes to a close encounter with a stranger. Let me see. Because this ghost got to make a grand appearance. And it might take several years because sometimes it do. Alright. I ain't going to even talk about it. We'll talk about it another day though. Fallen angel, spiritual narcolepsy. Somebody that was asleep. 19 might resonate with somebody. 10. So 369 energy when it comes to lost in outer space and needing direction. So they lost. When it comes to the winter's dream of gestation, so like something is a pause. It's not over, but it's still not. It's unmarked trails. It's a revelation. Like you're gonna have to see what the end gonna be. Like you gotta see what the devastation gonna be after this. Cause what? Tell me. You gotta wait for this warfare to end. Because they looking for cherry bliss. Right? They looking, you might be looking for cherry bliss, right? Unlimited high speed data all the time. You always got 5G, right? Every day, all day, stronger than a mother, right? But if you love, right? Well, it's actually a cat wearing boots. So but the winter gestation said Puss in Boots will be over here on Saturday night with crippling by scandal when it comes to traveling beyond Tokyo. So demands you to be buried alive with them to prove your love. So they want you to go down whatever they dealing with. You want you to go as a skull that sings the truth. But you like, hell no, my skull ain't gonna let me, my head ain't gonna let me go down there like that with you. Down there in the rabbit hole. So, because you like to hang out down there with low mood. Low mood. And somebody that make false promises, raise your hand for standards, no interest. This is the rules that mean to you. So, like, they might say one thing and do another type with energy here. When it comes to their mood, I spy, because they see spy versus spy is still here. You know what I mean? Like, still doing undermining things, still doing crime-minded things, still will be a snake, still will, it ain't what it look like, but it is exactly what it look like type. So, like, with the low mode is 3D energy. Like, so this is the issue when it comes to I spy. So it's like being seen as investigator. That's the issue here with low mode. Like, they too 3D, they too the new way to detect and treat. Like they might tell you one thing, but they might do a whole different other thing type shit. Like that's what they're saying. Like with the gestational period, that's what they found out. Like you might be looking for bliss and love and September wedding and National Cherry Jubilee, but like this person is looking for not that. Demands you to be buried alive with them just to prove your love. Like that you'll scrub the ground no matter what. You know what I mean? And like you might have to divorce the idea of this situation or subject with that. You know what I mean? Because this person gonna pick a copycat when y'all get after the altar, after signing them papers. Something about papers might be significant. Two of Swords with indecision here. Time is up. Alright, y'all. 2 on the dot. 2033. So that was the victory. 6 of Wands is the ending of the energy when it comes to moving on. That's the end of the message, y'all. I gotta tell you something. Nothing is unexpected, but expect the unexpected. Namaste, you guys. And now I must go. Bye, guys.